Let's move over to round 3, guys, which was kicked off with Lawrence back on the board here. He took Tirico at the end of round 2 and then kept the wide receiver trend going by taking Garrett Wilson at the top of round 3 right there. And then, Matthew, I think that the bigger trend here, though, with this round as a whole, is just the elite quarterbacks all come off the board in a really, really tight window. Eric Samolsky takes Josh Allen in the middle of this round. Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels go back-to-back. Superfan Eric Lindbergh took Lamar Jackson. Cooter Doodle took Jaden Daniels. So all three of the elite quarterbacks come off the board here. When do you take one? And do you want one this year?
I do. I mean, I want one of those guys. And I will say, I wonder if, no one's a bigger Jaden Daniels fan than me, but I do wonder weirdly if Jalen Hurts is actually a value this year, because I don't know that there's a massive difference between Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Jalen Hurts from a fantasy perspective, right? Everything that has lined up for Hurts is still there. The tush push is still legal. They still have a very good offensive line. They still got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon out of the backfield. And so I have seen this scenario play out quite a bit, which in the third round, those 3 quarterbacks go, and then Hurts goes in the next round. And it's always just I don't think there's a round of difference. I have Hurts 4th. I mean, I have ranked my quarterbacks the way they got drafted here, which is Allen, Jackson, Jaden, and then Hurts. But, I don't think there's a round of difference between those 4 guys. And so the fact that you can get Jalen Hurts a round later is, I think, really interesting. I'm in a slow draft right now where I took Hurts in the second round, but it's a super flex. It's a 12-team super flex, and the fact that
that's actually surprising that he's not a first-round pick in a super flex.
Yeah, it's a weird league where you play a lot. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The fact is that I've consistently seen Hurts go basically a round later than those top 3 guys, and I'm not convinced that's correct.
We got a comment here from Michael who says, reaching for me is before 7th to 8th round. Quarterback pick in round 3 is bonkers to me, but I'm on the fence this year. I figured about round 3 is where I'll have to reach if I want a top 5 guy.
Isn't his profile picture Lamar Jackson?
Michael's going through a roller coaster of emotions. He thinks it's insane to take a quarterback in round 3, but he wants a top 5 guy.
Right.
You got to choose.
And literally his avatar is Lamar Jackson.
You're not getting him.
He's clearly an LJ fan, and then what are we doing here?
Let's talk you through this, Michael.
All right.
So I think the thing with Jalen Hurts, and as it pertains to this in terms of where you do want a top 3 guy, I do think there is a big drop-off between the top 4 and then, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, those type of guys. So I do think that we're probably in the world now where you really do want to get one of those guys in round 3 because of that drop-off. And with Hurts, and why I agree, I do think that he's in that tier and there's not much differentiation, is that they cannot run the ball any more than they did last year with Saquon. He's just not going to get 480 touches again. It's just not going to happen. And I think we forget with Jalen Hurts is that 2022, he had enough passing volume to be the MVP favorite with a month left in the season. 2023, halfway through the season, he was the MVP favorite again before the wheels came off Philadelphia. And then last year, they have this new offense. By the way, the offensive coordinator is gone, so it's at least a new coordinator now. So I just don't think that they're going to run the ball as much. I think that this is going to be more of a passing offense than it was last year. It's going to be more A.J. Brown, more Devontae Smith. He's still got those elite weapons. So, yeah, I think we see a statistical bounce back for Hurts in the passing game.
In my overall top 200 ranks, which you can see on Rotoworld.com for free. I'm a company man. Josh Allen's 27, Lamar Jackson's 28, Jaden Daniels 29, Jalen Hurts is 34. I mean, I have them all right there. I have only 5 spots. So the fact that and we'll get to the Jalen Hurts ends up going to Ian Hartitz in the next round, in the 4th round, 38th versus, it's pretty interesting. I will say, shout out to RotoPat, picking my ride or die, Omarion Hampton, who goes as the number 12 running back. So starting to creep up there.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Rotoworld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.